everyone, Great Power 60. Welcome to another Tea with Me Tuesday. Whew, I've had a busy few days. Oh, and my tea is really hot. I've got some empty containers here. I'll stick my tea up on there. So for today, I have been so busy reorganizing my craft room. A lot of you know that I get really messy, and the last time that I did a big reorganizing, I did a big purge and I got rid of stuff. But that's, I think, because I wasn't in the mood for doing anything. But it seems every time I bring one of those big bins upstairs, there's more stuff in it, and I just kind of let it pile. And I didn't really organize it. And then I watched the video today, and she struck a chord perfect with me on exactly what I needed to do. It was like one of those aha moments. And I'm going to take Tina. I don't know if Tina watches my Tea with Me Tuesday. I know she watches some of my videos, but thank you, Tina. You're absolutely right. Getting rid of my cart would be a big mistake because I now have a purpose for it. I took everything off, everything. I reorganized all the little attachments, and I haven't filled it up yet, but I'm going to be using it for the occasions. In other words, for like Christmas, for Easter, for Valentine's, for Thanksgiving, for summer, for Christmas, in July stuff, or whatever. And because, let me think, Anne makes it. She's a fellow Canadian. And she showed me what she was doing with hers. Now, her cart has 4 tiers. I think she might have got it at Costco or something. Mine only has 3, but that's okay. But what I have discovered is by organizing it on that trolley, that little cart, by organizing everything on that cart, that's where all of my Christmas stuff is. And it was like, I mean, I had to go and buy some more containers, but when it comes to taking it down, when it comes to packing it into my bins, it is going to be so much easier because it's not going to be just thrown in, which is basically what I've been doing, is just throwing it in, sometimes in baggies, but throwing it in there with absolutely no rhyme or reason. But this way, I have little containers for all of the small little pieces, like the foam stickers, the snowflakes, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, it's not really what I wanted to talk about, but because I've been so obsessed with Christmas things this year and getting them done early and using my book, my Advent book for the 12 weeks of Christmas, really got me into the spirit of organizing properly. And I wasn't organizing properly. I was just kind of shoving stuff. And I know it's taking me 3 days to get to this point, and I'm still maybe halfway done. I emptied everything out of my IKEA, of all the containers except the 3. I think I showed you in a video where I've got my clear stamps, which is packed full, and I'm going to go through those, but not now. The next one was refills for supplies that I need, tapes and glues and etc. Anything like that I use that I bought ahead. So that is that one. And then the bottom was a tool one. However, I might have to make a second tool, and meaning that I'd like a place where I can keep my not my punches, my We Are Memory Keeper punches, I guess. There's the envelope punch, there's a flower punch, there's the candy, um, candy, what do they call that? Almost like those crackers that you pull, at Christmas time. Christmas crackers, you pull. Anyway, candy maker things. Um, Things like that I don't use on a constant basis, but that I want to keep. So I think I'm going to make a second one in there, and that way, the same with I have a wood burning tool, or did I give that away? I've also got a fuse, and I did make a video on my um, little sealer thing that I bought. Works pretty good. I gotta pause here for a minute. Oh, I had a sneeze. I had a tickle in my throat. Oh, the things I'm going through. It's just that I have been so busy running around with my mom. I decided to start putting things that I make on Marketplace, and I've been successful so far with some of the things that I've been making, and having a great old time. And I am a little behind on getting my Christmas crafting videos out, so I have to kind of concentrate on that. It's not just the film; it's preparing. Then you film it, and then you've got to edit it, and make sure, if you've done something wrong, you kind of go back and you have to refilm it, or the sound didn't work, or whatever. So there's always something that takes me a long time to get all these videos out. And I was a week ahead. For the longest time, I was a week ahead. Now I am panicking with horrible hair that I was supposed to wash today. To do my Tea With Me Tuesday and to talk about different things. And while I was preparing all of my things, while I'm getting my Christmas stuff kind of organized, and a lot of my things that I have are not just paper products. You saw my snowshoe and the bows. I've also got those benches that I make with the little gnomes or elves on it, and all those things that I also make. So organizing my Christmas stuff is not just paper products and stamps and ephemera and things like that. It's all of the pine cones, the picks, the flowers, the rustic looking things. I have two sleighs. I've got some baskets. I've got some, there's a lot of things like that, and it's hard to kind of, organize it all. But as I was going through it, I was remembering something, and it hit me when I was looking at some of the traditions as we go to Christmas, and thinking about craft fairs, and I was thinking about all kinds of stuff. And then I remember I read something, and it dawned on me that I kind of get really down after Christmas. Never used to, because I worked. I had children, looked after them, had their Christmas. We always had a Christmas Eve at a relative, at my grandmother's or my aunt's. And then we had Christmas Day at home. We had Boxing Day for relaxing, cleaning up, and things like that. We had a shopping, maybe we were going to get groceries thing. But there was always something to do with the kids, and, looking forward to going back to work. So I never got that holiday blues. I never got that all the time I was working. I have noticed, though, in the last couple of years that I'm preparing all of this stuff for my channel, I'm preparing for my children, for my grandchildren, for buying for Christmas, doing whatever. And then I remembered that for the last, I would say, and it may be since mom came to live with me, because I always used to work part-time. I would volunteer at different places, but having mom, I can't do that. And I've noticed that I have I get I get the holiday blues after Christmas. And for us, our Christmas is Christmas Eve. Mom and I can't really celebrate a Christmas on Christmas Day. She doesn't really know. I mean, she doesn't really remember things, I mean, like her birthday, she had her birthday. And in the afternoon, we went to see my son, and she got flowers, and she didn't remember it was her birthday, even though I've been telling her happy birthday like every 5 minutes. But I've noticed that the last couple of years, I get the blues after Christmas. And whether it starts for me Christmas Day, because my Christmas is Christmas Eve with my children and my grandchildren and my mom and everybody. We celebrate Christmas Eve so that the children can be at home, at their own home, enjoying Christmas at home and enjoying their gifts and so on. And I've noticed that I get the blues. And I'm wondering how many other people get that. And like I said, I was busy before that, working and my children, and I sort of had everything planned out before I had to go back to work. There were things I wanted to do, things I wanted to, relax and watch old movies, whatever. I had a busy life. And with mom, since mom has come to live with me, because I did the first year, I think, when mom was with me, when her memory was still good and she could still play bingo, she could play while I worked. But that only lasted about 6 months, because after she couldn't play by herself, I had to be with her. As long as I was with her, she could play. So I've noticed that, and I wonder how many of you suffer from the holiday blues afterwards. There are many of us who do, and many of us who don't. And like I said before, I never did. So I was reading up on it. I did some Googling, reading up on it. And one of the things, because I want to avoid it this year, I want to, and I think what will help is for me planning things with my YouTube channel, planning my day, my Christmas Day, planning my Christmas Boxing Day. If I can plan those 2 days, then I think I can get through, because it's usually those 2 days that kind of get me down. It's like, it's like I'm trying to think of an analogy. It's like dating a guy and hearing that he went to a jewelry store to buy some Christmas gifts and had something wrapped. Somebody saw it wrapped. It's your boyfriend. You're thinking, oh, you're going to get something really nice, like, a necklace, earrings, engagement ring, whatever. You're all excited for that. And come to gift giving, he gives you a gift and it's a book. And that letdown, because you were so excited, you're waiting to, get that piece of jewelry or get whatever you think you're going to be getting, and you end up getting a book or a diary or something, a gas car for your car. I mean, I don't know, but do you know what I mean? That sort of that letdown. And that's what I was feeling like. I gave everything to my grandchildren that they had asked for, that they really wanted, and I was still let down. There was that blues comes, whatever. So I decided to do some Googling and follow some of their advice, and I have decided to make a plan. I know it's 3 months away, but you know what? The earlier I plan for things, um, the more I can kind of look ahead and not have to worry. I don't, I used to be a last minute shopper, so. But anyway, so it's like make a plan for the days you're going to be off, like Christmas Day. Maybe you're going to do this, maybe you're going to do that, maybe you're going to go for a drive, maybe you're going to do shoveling. I don't know, snow or no snow. Um, it also suggested, do something for the homeless. Well, it didn't suggest it. I'm suggesting it. Excuse me. Just um, go to a mission. Go somewhere and just, donate your time. Or, now, I can't do that with Mom. But what I can do is drive around my city and have little Christmas surprise bags of things they may need. Maybe put a little bit of money in it as well, just as a little gift, randomly. I think I did that last year, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did that last year. But anyway, so that would make me feel better to do that. Hopefully the weather will be cooperative. Yeah, it says plan ahead. Do a lot of planning. Decide to read a book you haven't read in a long time. And that is something, I've got 3 or 4 books that I have to read. Just don't have time for some. I'm doing my crafting. I'm busy with that. But once the new year comes, maybe I can slow down a little bit and do some reading. Get involved in something, But my usual thing is to just stay in my jammies on Christmas Day unless we're going to go out. And Mom lately has got that routine where she likes to go out every day. Well, if the weather is well. If it's snowing too much, we're not going anywhere. But I was thinking about that. And I was trying to think back of when I started feeling that blues. And I think it was when Mom came to stay with me. Not the first year, but as she became more and more dependent and I became more and more housebound, not being able to give my time for volunteer work and not being able to, yes, spend time with Mom is lovely, 24/7, you need a little break. And I just wondered how many other people go through that holiday blues. And if you do, and if you know that you do go through that, change your routine, change something, make a plan. It's really hard. It's not something to be flippant about. A lot of people get depressed during Christmas. They've lost their loved ones. They've gone through terrible things. They're probably going through personal crisis themselves. So, all of those things are justified. But if you're like me, who so far life is okay, but it just feels, the climax of the Christmas and even if you go to Mass and you go to midnight Mass or you go to Mass in the morning or whatever, something needs to change that depression that you feel after everyone's gone, after the party's over. After the party's over, how do you feel? And I just thought I'd talk about that and thought I would share that, I've decided, because I know it's 3 months away, I know, but if I set my thoughts this early to correct or to try and subdue that feeling of the holiday blues, that if I plan something, if I think of planning something for the couple of days after Christmas where I'm going to be busy, then that letdown feeling won't be as severe. I probably will always have, as long as I am looking after Mom and not being able to share a lot of things with Mom that I used to be able to share with her. I'm going to have to find a different way to combat that blues that we get. And sometimes it's not just Christmas. Sometimes for people, um, our American friends, you're having your Thanksgiving later than we do. So your Thanksgiving, Easter, birthdays, anniversaries, there's a lot of people who feel really bad afterwards. And there's nothing wrong with getting professional help. There's nothing wrong with calling a hotline to say, I'm really down and I just need somebody to talk to. Call a friend. Call a relative you haven't talked to in a long time. Keep in touch with some people you haven't kept in touch with. And maybe even call somebody that you were on the outs with to see how they're doing. Anyway, enough lecturing. So I made a big list here. So my plan is to do all kinds of stuff. What else have we got here? Go to the thrift store, buy something for a homeless person, plan future goals, which is probably what I'll be doing after Christmas, is planning a lot of my YouTube channel, trying to, we're so busy between July and Christmas that January becomes kind of a let's find the sales, basically, is about all it is. PJ Day, do something with home. Yeah, plan ahead. They say plan ahead. I'm going to read a good book. I'm gonna try. I've been trying to read this book for about 6 months. Drop in on some friends. Just go for a drive. Stop at a nursing home and drop off something for the nurses, which is what I have. I have two, actually, to drop off. They're always busy right up until Christmas Day, and I thought maybe the day after Christmas I would drop off, maybe on Boxing Day, drop off the basket of goodies that I have for them there. I've got one for two different nursing homes, one where my brother is and one local one. And I gave my daughter hers that she can bring for Christmas Eve or Christmas whenever she's going to work, I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, I just thought I would bring that up now so we can plan, get rid of it. I know it's only October, but you know what? November, December come awful fast. And if you're like me, who suffer from, a little downer after Christmas, it's good to plan something. It's good to say, okay, we're doing this and we're going to do this. Even if it's just write it down, like a little bucket list. Write down your bucket list for holiday blues and make cookies. If you never make cookies, make cookies. If just plan something that's going to occupy yourself in an exciting way so that you don't feel that down. And that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan. That I have I have my book here, my little Bible, and my little Bible's got a list of stuff that I want to do, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that. Now, I like to give to the homeless. I like to drop off things at the missions, donation to thrift stores, and to donation centers that get things for people who are have lost everything in a fire or, Anyway, I have some things that I want to do there. So that's all my planning for the new year. And hopefully the weather will cooperate. And if it doesn't cooperate, maybe I'll go on the balcony and make a snowman. Anyway, guys, my tea is cold. I gotta go heat it up. I've got to get back to my craft space. I am very, very pleased with it. I want to thank Anne. I don't think she watches my channel, but I want to thank her for giving me this great tip. I've searched all over, all kinds of people, but they don't have the same kind of stuff I have. And when I started watching hers and what she does with her cart, every occasion, takes off one, puts on the other. Brilliant. It was an eye-opener for me. And I had, yes, Tina, I had planned on getting rid of that trolley. And you said I would regret it. And now I can't get rid of it because it's the perfect thing. It's on wheels. I can roll it out of here. I can throw a blanket over top of it if I don't want to look at it. Anyway, guys, I got to let you go. I've got to get back to so many things. Thanks for joining me today. Just wanted to share, the whole holiday blues thing. It really, we need to plan. For us who suffer from it, we need to plan our couple of days with something inspiring for ourselves. Do something for ourselves. And hopefully it won't be too bad this year. And I'll let you know. I'll definitely be sharing that with you. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. We'll see you next week, and please stay tuned for some more crafting videos, not just organization. Yes, I got my bathroom done. Oh my God, that's been an eyesore. That's like my craft room. It has been an eyesore for a while. I had organized my kitchen a while ago, last year. I can't believe how well things have stayed organized in my kitchen because it was always getting messy. But because I have everything in its place and because I got rid of stuff, it makes me feel good. And after cleaning out the bathroom and getting rid of, stuff that Mom had brought 5 years ago with her, I got rid of that stuff. Yeah, really. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.